Right, hello everyone, and welcome along to the Diesel Arsenal channel. And it's not Diesel tonight; it's me. It's Warren. I hope that you're all well. I'm Warren from Warren's Team Talk, as you can see there. And yeah, tonight I'm doing a little Q&A about the paranormal and conspiracy theories. So if you've got any questions that you want to ask about the paranormal or conspiracy theories, just fire them at me, and I will do my very best to answer them from my perspective. Yeah, and we'll see how we get on. So, look, first of all, I just want to quickly run through with you some of the shows that I've so far done on Diesel's channel about this subject. But before I do that, if you're new to um, Diesel's channel, please make sure that you subscribe to his channel. Please make sure that you hit that like button when you come into the show. And yeah, make sure you share his content around because he's an absolute top man. I don't know if you saw the show he did last night, but again, he was on absolute fire. Again, I don't know how long he went on for. I reckon it must have been at least 2.5 hours that he went on for, and the man's not scripted at all. He just comes on and he talks and he talks and he talks, and he's got no script, and it's absolutely brilliant. Honestly, I wish I could do it, but there's no way I could do it. My memory isn't isn't good enough to do that, and maybe about 20 years ago I could have done, but not now. No, I'm getting too old for all that carry on. So yeah, make sure that you subscribe to this fella and put likes on all these videos, share his content around because he's an absolute legend of a fella, 100%. And he's a great mate, and I love the fella to bits. And one of the things I really like about him, he's really loyal, and he also talks 100% facts. There's no BS with him like some people that are on YouTube. He's what you see is what you get, and I rate that. I really do. So, also, I've got a channel. It's called Warren's Team Talk, and on that channel, I talk about football and all sorts of things like that. My team is Arsenal, and I talk about a lot to do with Arsenal, but I talk about other clubs as well. So if you fancy finding out what I think about Arsenal and different other things, topical stuff to do with football, come and give me a look, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And during the course of the season, I like to, on a Saturday, do a 3 o'clock show, which is a bit like Sky Sports Saturday show, where they keep you up to date with what's going on in all the 3 o'clock matches um, all over the country. So, yeah, come and check that out. It's always a very light-hearted, a good bit of banter, and yeah, I really enjoy doing it. It's great fun. Anyway, before we go any further, I just want to say hello to um, anyone in the chat, and we got Taib Hussein. He's in the chat, and he says, "Big up, Warren. Nice to see you, Taib. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're okay, and I hope this weather's not getting too much for you." So yeah, lovely to see you, man. Thanks for coming and joining in. And yeah, I just want to remind you as well, recently on my channel, this is an example of some of the things that I get up to. I did a show with Jez Collins about what it was like being a football fan in the 1980s and 90s. So come and check that out, and you'll be able to see what it was like. You'll be able to find out about what it was like with all the hooliganism and the grounds that, like, the lower down the leagues you went, it became like quite precarious, to be quite honest. And a lot of the times you'd be taking your life in your hands going to some of these game grounds and whatnot, because a lot of them weren't that great. And it was quite dangerous. It really was. So come and check that out. It was very, very interesting. And Jez and I had a good old natter about it. So, yeah, if you like interested in that sort of thing, come check it out, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Anyway, so we just got a couple more people in the chat. We've got Early Doors Football TV, and he says, "Evening, Warren. Thanks for your messages earlier, mate. I love those videos you do. You're absolute natural. Well, in my opinion, you are. The way you present that information and do your shows is top draw, mate. I love it. I really enjoyed them. Thank you." And Tyve says, "Hi, Warren. Hi to you, buddy. Hi, nice to see you, mate. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks to Early Doors for tuning in, which is, if you don't know, Early Doors, it's Tony Blackwell, um, the one and the only, the legendary Terry, his brother-in-law. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing Terry soon with these Arteta pajamas and pillowcases. That'll be interesting. And yeah, Early Doors Tony says hi, Taib. And yeah, and Early Doors as well. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to see your videos a lot earlier. I didn't get to see them Early Doors. So, but there you go. That's at least I managed to get to see him. That's the main thing, I suppose. And Early Doors says, "Appreciate that, Warren. Learned from the best, mate." Well, you couldn't have a better teacher, mate. That's for sure. Taib says, "If I had a YouTube channel, I'd call it Arteta's Doors." Laugh out loud. Fair play to you, man. Not a good name. Or Arteta's Hot Tub. But anyway, let's move on. So, just give you some interesting facts about our galaxy, because this really blew my mind when I saw this. So they've got these two aliens here, and they're telling us some information. So one of them saying your galaxy has 400 billion stars in it. It takes 100,000 years for light to cross your galaxy. And there are 2 trillion galaxies in the part of the universe you can see from your planet. So we can't, when we're looking at the sky, we're looking up at the sky, we can't see the whole of the universe. We can only see a tiny little fraction of it, right? And the fact, like, just think about this. You know, when you switch on a light in your lounge or wherever, the light comes on automatically, right? But that light is traveling in order to light up the room, right? And in order for the light to travel from one side of our galaxy to the other, it takes 100,000 years for it to do that. It's just mind blowing. It just shows you how massive our galaxy is. And in that galaxy, there are 2 trillion, and in our universe, there are 2 trillion galaxies. And just in the part of the universe that we can see from our planet. And like I said, we can't see all of the universe. We can only see a tiny little bit of it. So this means that if 1/5 of the star systems in our galaxy had habitable planets orbiting them, and if just 10% of them had advanced civilizations, this would mean that our galaxy would be home to 8 billion advanced civilizations, which is roughly the same as the population of our planet, which is unbelievable. That just says that for every single person alive on this planet at this moment in time, there is one advanced civilization in our galaxy. This is just unbelievable. And that makes me think, well, it's impossible that there isn't intelligent life out there in our universe, because that's just one galaxy. So anyway, let's get back into the chat, because there's a few more chats flying in. Early Doors says sacrilege, Warren, and laughing emojis. Yeah, sorry, man, about that. I'll have to pull my socks up. I can't afford to turn the lights on, Warren. I'm using candles, says Tony. Yeah, well, I know the feeling, mate. I've got a solar powered lamp here that I charge up during the day. Um, and Taib says, Tony, are you celebrating your birthday every day then? Laugh out loud. What? What's is he? Where does he talk about his birthday? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, now I get it. I'm a bit slow on the uptake today. Uptake today, Taib. Sorry about that, man. And Early Doors says, you know it, Taib. And Clem's in the chat. Hi, Warren. All right, mate. How you doing, Clem? Nice to see you, buddy. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming and joining in. Right. So these are some of the shows that I've done so far on Diesel's channel. Jeffrey Epstein. What I did with that one was I looked at whether it was murder, suicide, or anything else. Then I did a show about Bob Lazar and Area 51, which was fascinating. I went into the whole story about Bob Lazar. For those of you who don't know, Bob Lazar is an American guy who claims that he was recruited to work on not Area 51, but a part of the complex where Area 51 is, to work and attempt to back engineer a crashed alien spaceship. So it was absolutely fascinating. That really was an unbelievable show. Then we did one about Bigfoot. And on that show, I played a little clip that I had. I don't think I've got it anymore, though, to be honest. I played a clip of what someone believes was Bigfoot talking in the forest. Then I did a show about the Bermuda Triangle. Is it a myth or is it true? So basically, we looked at the Bermuda Triangle to try and see if we could find out what was going on. And all of these shows are sitting on Diesel's YouTube channel. So make sure you go and check them out if you enjoyed finding out about the paranormal conspiracy theories. Then we looked at what really happened as well with the Apollo moon landings. That was a really good show. I really enjoyed that one. And we look at whether or not they were faked, or whether it was real, or whether they did actually go to the moon, and whether what it was they actually found up there. We did then a special show about the Mary Celeste that was asked for by Jez Collins, who's really fascinated by that story. And I'm still none the wiser after doing that show about what happened. It's just an unbelievable mystery, in my opinion. Then I did a show about what caused the death of planet Mars. And that was an interesting one as well, because there's a guy who believes that there was once civilization on Mars many millions of years before the civilization on Earth, and that it was destroyed by 2 nuclear bomb blasts on the surface of the planet. Then I did a show about alien structures under the ice in Antarctica, which must predate current human history. Then we did a show as well. One of the first ones I did was about ghosts, and that was really, really interesting. It really was. And I spoke as well in that show about some of my experiences with ghosts as well. Then we did a really, really interesting one about the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland, and that was pretty wild. and all the theories about what it is, whether or not the sightings have actually been real or what the hell's happened. Then let me just get into these chats before I go any further, because otherwise I'm going to lose them. And Early Doors says, hi, Clem. Tive says, hi, Clem. Long-haired Yeti's in. Nice to see you, long-haired Yeti. I hope you're good, mate. So, Pete's, all right, we're on big up. Nice to see you, long-haired Yeti. Thanks for tuning in. Clem says, good evening, guys. Great to see you all. It really is. Thanks all everyone for tuning in. And Taib says, Yeti, hello there, matey. And Early Doors Football TV says, good to see you, long-haired Yeti. And guys, please make sure that you go and subscribe to all these channels in the chat. I know that Early Doors Football TV, he's got a brilliant channel. He's just started it a few weeks ago. So please go and show him some support and give him a subscribe and hit the likes on these videos and all that good stuff. Also, long-haired Yeti, I believe he's got a YouTube channel as well. Please go and check him out as well. He's a Notts Forest fan, but we won't hold that against him. The top fella, really nice guy. And he says hello to Taib as well, and also to Early Doors. And long-haired Yeti said, it's a Yeti in the forest, not Bigfoot. There you go, mate. So was it you? Has it been you all this time terrorizing people in these deserted forests and like absolutely mad countryside that you've been terrorizing the public? And long-haired Yeti says, Egypt and the pyramids is an interesting one. Yes. I'm going to do one about that. That would be interesting, about when they were built, who built them, all those things. And also I want to do at some point, I want to do a show about the theories of Graham Hancock. He's got some really interesting theories about the structures in Egypt. And Static says, hey Warren, and 5 likes, like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for that, Static. And please, guys, make sure you do that for me. And thanks for tuning in, Static. Absolute top man. And Early Doors Football TV is because Matt Damon planted potatoes on Mars and poisoned the land. Well, I think probably, yeah. A great film, by the way, The Martian. I really like that film, and very interesting. Particularly the bit at the end. I'm fascinated by that bit at the end, because I do believe that the American government, or all the world's governments, try to put stuff in these films to release. What happened there? Yeah, release information about what they know about the universe, but they try to do it in a sort of underhand and surreptitious way, by like putting stuff in films and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I think. Taib says, hey Static, good to see you, bro. And Early Doors says, hey Static. And Long-haired Yeti said, laugh out loud, Early Doors, that damn potatoes. Exactly. And Yeti laughing emojis, says Early Doors. And Mike England's in the chat. Hi Mike, how you doing? Good evening, Warren, and everyone in the chat. Nice to see you, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. And evening, Mike. Hope you're well, says Early Doors. And Mike England, EFTV. That's a good way. of do it. Thanks, fine, thank you. I hope you're okay. I'm good, says Early Doors. Thank you, Mike. And Longhaired Yeti, damn, my secret's out. Yep, sorry, mate, I guessed it. And Mike England, Longhaired Yeti, we play you first. Can't wait. Are you going? And Longhaired Yeti says, Mike England, big up, and yeah, looking forward to it, but I can't afford to go. We'll do a watch long. Fair play to you, man. Mike England says, I will watch it on a stream. Should be covered. Hope so. And Longhaired Yeti says, yeah, be on Bling Sports, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so too, my man. Yeah, so we did as well. We did one about the Roswell incident, and I'm convinced that's a massive cover up. I'm 100% convinced of it. First of all, they said they captured a flying disc, then they retracted it. Then there was all these like stories about, oh, it was crash test dummies. Then it was weather balloons. It's just come out and tell us what actually happened, because clearly it wasn't a damn balloon that crashed. That's for sure. So just tell us the truth. Then I did a show. It was around Halloween time. So I decided to do a show about Halloween and where it came from. That was great. Very interesting one, that one. And then I think this was my favourite one. Princess Diana, was it an accident or was she murdered? And after doing that show, I'm even more convinced that she was murdered. 100%. It was just unbelievable. The things that happened that night when she lost her life in Paris. And Longhaired Yeti says, what's your disappointment when you realise habits ain't the answer? Laugh out loud, mate. I know he ain't the answer, and I just can't believe that the Arsenal are signing him. I don't understand what they think he's going to bring to the party. I mean, he can't defend, he can't score, he can't tackle. So what is he going to do? He can't create. I just don't get it. I mean, he might turn out to be a good player for Arsenal, and they might be able to get stuff out of him that Chelsea haven't been able to get out of him. But I'm not impressed, to be honest. He's going to bag a hat trick. Now you watch. Yeah, probably. Because he want to prove me wrong. And Longhaired Yeti says, definitely murdered for me. She made him look bad. She was actually I think that says rural, but yeah, it was actually a royal. Who cares? Yeah, well, exactly. But like you say, she was murdered. So, guys, the other thing I want to know as well, while you're all here, I want to know if there's any particular shows that you'd like me to do on, like, stuff to do with the paranormal and conspiracy theories. Any particular subjects that you'd like me to cover? Just throw it into the chat if there is anything that you'd like me to discuss in one of these shows that I do. I am going to be doing a show very soon. I was just talking about it with Diesel. I'm going to do a show about Jack the Ripper and who he was, and because he was never ever caught, apparently. So it'll be interesting. So, we've had someone, I think the last time they talked about crop circles, and with anything else that you'd like me to do, and I will add it to my list because I've got a few on my list that I want to do. Like I said, I want to do one about the pyramids and Graham Hancock's theories about the pyramids, and because he thinks that the whole thing, the all the pyramids on the Giza Plateau are a map of the sky. And when you actually sit down and look at it and whatnot, it does make a lot of sense. And the pyramids have got, and a lot of other ancient structures have got very high technical level and knowledge of maths in them. And he believes that there is an ancient civilization that was a very high level of had a very high level, a very high technical level to them, probably equivalent to something in our culture of about the 19th century. And they went around the globe, mapping the globe and stuff like that. And then when the Ice Age came, that they got wiped out, and they got wiped out and were never seen again. But their fingerprints all around the globe in all these ancient cultures, because their knowledge got passed down to the survivors of the cataclysm that happened during the Ice Age and at the end of the last Ice Age. And Long-Haired Yeti's going on about COVID vaccines and masks. Yeah, I'll put that on my list, mate. No problem. COVID vaccines and masks. Yeah, because it's a bit weird, that one. I'm not convinced that we're being told the whole truth about that at all. Mike said, I've seen far too many videos from jet aircraft showing potential sightings. For example, it's a undisclosed weapon system. By who? That's another cue. Yeah, exactly. Because the way that these aircraft, supposed aircraft, are able to move around in the air is just unbelievable. No one, as far as I know, no air force on the planet has got the capability to do what these craft are doing. And the worrying thing about it is that these craft are coming into our airspace and they're just doing what they want, and we've got no power to stop them. That's what I find terrifying about it. And they just seem to be making mugs out of us, to be quite frank. So yeah, it's a massive concern. Long-Haired Yeti says the Jack the Ripper was and high up, in my opinion, and let's slide, mate. I think you will get a lot of support for that idea, because I've heard a few people say that down the years. I went to a show about the Jack the Ripper, and there was a lot of evidence presented about that idea there as well. And Early Doors says, do Lord Lucan as well. That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be a fascinating one. What the hell happened to him? Mike England says the Loch Ness Monster is one necky. So yeah, it was a great show, and it's very interesting. So go check it out. And Long-Haired Yeti says it was stopped now and we will let you off. Just my opinion, mate. There's a lot of people that think that who agree with that opinion, because you're not the first person that I've heard say that. And yeah, the theories that I heard was it went right to the very, very top of British society. And Early Doors Football says Warren, do you think the Egyptians and the Mayans were related somehow, as they were also supposed to be advanced? I think they definitely were. I think that they received their knowledge and technology and whatever from the same source, because you look at their structures, they both built pyramids. One's in Egypt and one's in the Mayan civilization. Both had um, pyramids, and they had high levels of maths encoded into them as well. So yeah, I agree, definitely agree with that. Long Edge Yeti says, I've seen a few UFOs. Tell us about them, man. Tell us what did you see? Where did you see it? And what happened? I'm sure that everyone will be absolutely delighted to hear that. And Arsenal Forever says, hi, Warren. Big up, you legend. Hi, mate. Nice to see you, buddy. I hope you're well. It's lovely to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And Steve RFC says, big up. Nice to see you, Steve. I hope you're good, mate. Lovely to see you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, there is a lady. She does brilliant. She's got a YouTube channel. Let me just put that up there out of the way. There is a lady who has her own YouTube channel, but she's also one of the leading figures in the UFO community. And she's been around for years, I think years and years and years. And I think she's about 80 years old now, bless her. But she's still going strong, and she still goes to conferences all the time. And what she doesn't know about the subject ain't worth knowing. She's written several books and done several documentaries about the subject. Her name is Linda Moulton Howe. She's got a YouTube channel called Earth Files. She broadcasts every week on a Wednesday, I think. Yeah, she's broadcasting tonight, but she broadcasts in America, so it'd be about, I think it's about 2 o'clock our time that she does it. So I always watch it the next day, and she does some really interesting shows. So if this is, you really like this sort of stuff, I can't stress to you strongly enough to go and check her out, because her shows are brilliant. And she goes on for usually about an hour or so. Yeah, and she's absolutely brilliant. Honestly, she is. So yeah, before we go any further, I want to remind you, make sure you put a like on the video, please, for Diesel. Make sure you subscribe to his channel and check out all his videos. You can find all the videos that I've done on the paranormal and whatnot. They're all exclusively on Diesel's channel. So you won't find me talking about this subject anywhere else except for on Diesel's channel. Also, please come and subscribe to me, Warren's Team Talk. And I talk about stuff to do with football on there. I don't talk about the paranormal and conspiracy theories. I only do that on this channel. Well, I say conspiracy theories. I do talk about Arsenal a bit, so I guess that's a bit of a conspiracy theory as well, to be honest, a lot of the time. And what have we got here? Early Doors says hello to Arsenal Forever and Steve RFC. Steve RFC, Diesel stream yesterday was good. He brings up good points. He does, man. He's absolutely superb. Make sure you go and check out that video that he uploaded yesterday. Show that he did on his channel. I think it went on for about 2 and odd hours, and it was brilliant. He just, I don't know how he does it, but he talks and talks and talks and talks and goes on for ages and ages. But he hasn't got any script. That's the thing. And that's the thing I really like and I really rate. And there's no nonsense with him. He doesn't talk rubbish. He doesn't promote the Arsenal Football Club PR machine. He just says what he thinks, and fair play to the guy. And he's an absolute top man. And I love the fella. He's a great guy, and it's an absolute pleasure. A pleasure. Let me repeat that, to be able to come on here and do this on his channel. I love doing it. I love doing it for him, and honestly, it's brilliant. I love doing it. Right, where are we? Arsenal Forever says, hi Rowan, big up you legend. Thank you, Arsenal Forever. And Steve RFC says, big up. I think I've done these ones. Yeah, I have. Sorry about that, guys. Arsenal Forever, Early Doors, big up. And big up, Early Doors. And Long-Haired Yeti. Brentwood Park saw two small lights and a big light in the middle of them. All of a sudden, the one in the middle went upwards and the two others followed. It was that quick, it was like they disappeared. There you go, you see. Did you ever capture any on video or on like photographs? Because I mean, I do get a bit skeptical, I have to say, about these people who get these really good video shots of them. Because who goes out? Well, nowadays, I suppose you've got your cell phones and you can do it on your phone. But back in the day, no one would go out with a camera unless they were going to go to, an event or something. And then just so happens you happen to see a UFO or something. And, it just so happened you had a camera. And I'm just thinking, really? And that, not because I don't believe in UFOs, because I do. Right, I 100% do, but I just get a bit skeptical when I see these like video footage like of it, not from ones like the RAF and like military, but when it's people, unless it's like cell phone footage, I just think, I don't know, something doesn't, it just not quite sure really. Philip France says, Filippo France says, hello, you all. Is okay. I get you opinion on my paranormal encounter if he's okay. Mate, this 100% it's okay. I'd love to hear it. Please tell us. And long-haired Yeti, you could see an upward trajectory, though. There you go, see? And what other aircraft is able to do that in this day and age? Because I can't think of one. We used to have the Harrier jump jets that would be able to do stuff like that, but I don't think they're operating anymore. Early Doors, Warren, you need to do some research on the Queen Mary. Apparently, there is some paranormal activity that has been catalogued. Mate, I will look into it. Thank you very much. And I've just realised that I can watch this back and see the live chat. So I'm not going to write anything down what you tell me. I'm just going to go back and watch this back later, probably tomorrow, and write down all the stuff that you're telling me. Yeah, I will do one about the Queen Mary. Early Doors says, hello at Filippo, France, welcome. I'm sure it is. Yeah, 100%. I want to know all about it. Filippo, France says, hello to you. Thank you. And hello to you, Filippo. Lovely to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much for tuning in. Long-haired Yeti, just call me Yeti Warren instead of the long dude. It's cool. All right, mate. Thank you. I'll try to remember that. And Mike England says, at P France, I can't believe what's happened in Paris. A young man murdered by a police officer. I'm not anti-police. There are good and bad everywhere. No, I didn't know about that. Has that happened today? Oh no, that's terrible. That poor fella. That's horrible. Um, Yeti says, "No, we thought we was going to get abducted and probed, so we got out of there." I don't blame you, man. I wouldn't if I saw one. I always said that I'd want to like go on board the spaceship and find out about what's going on. But now, like, I'm a bit longer in the tooth and whatnot. I'm sort of not sure I want to be probed and pulled and prodded and all the rest of it. No, that's not for me. Um, Steve RC says, looking forward to season started, but boring without football. Next year, Euros is on when season's over. Be good to see who's in it, and Scottish fixtures come out on Friday. Yeah, I saw that this morning. I heard that the fixtures are coming out on Friday, so I'll be looking forward to seeing that, man. And Filippo France says, okay, one moment, I type, thank you. You take your time, buddy. It's absolutely fine. Early doors football. Steve RFC, it won't be long. What Scottish team you support? And Michael Thomas, Uncle Ben Rice, Gareth Barry, 105. Hold on. Uncle Ben Rice, Gareth Barry, 105 million to Arsenal. Yeah. Nice one, mate. And nice to see you, Michael. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. Filippo France says, I leave nightclub very drunk. I fall asleep in park. When I wake, I covered in ectoplasm. Then I see 4 large male ghosts running away. It's strange, no? Yeah, it's very strange, mate. What did you do with the ectoplasm? Yeah, that sounds interesting. Did it happen any other time? Has that only ever happened to you once, or has it happened since or before? Yeti says, "Who you gonna call?" Exactly, mate. That's what was going through my head as well. And early doors. Steve RFC says, early doors Rangers. Early doors football says, "Are you a god?" Exactly. Long Edge Yeti. Zoo. Laugh out loud. Yeah, exactly. Early Doors says, Steve, do you think they will do well this season considering that Rangers Rodgers is back at Celtic? And Early Doors says, Yeti, or shall I just call you Stay Put? Stay Puffed. Yeti says, I ain't that fat, laugh that loud. Okay, fair enough. And Early Doors says, laugh my ass. LMAO Yeti. And Early Doors, how do you feel, Warren, knowing your new signing Havertz has a what's that? Has a donkey named after him, mate? I I try not to think about it, man. I'd just rather we hadn't signed him, to be quite frank. Um, so yeah, I would much rather we hadn't signed him. Um, and long and yet he says I'd play the donkey instead. I think I probably would as well, man. To be quite honest. And early doors laughing emojis, Yeti. So yeah. So what do you? I was going to ask you something, and it's gone. Sorry, guys. Let's go back at this. So I want to like keep doing these on a regular basis, right? These shows about the paranormal and conspiracy theories and things like that. So what I want you to do for me, if you really don't mind, it'd be really helpful. Just if you get an idea about something you want to me to cover, right? Either like put it on, put a comment in one of Diesel's shows or in the live chat for one of Diesel's shows, or and do the same on my channel, or just email me to my YouTube channel's email address, which is Warren's Team Talk at outlook.com. All right, just let me know and email me and let me know if there's a particular subject you'd like me to cover. I'd really appreciate that. It'd be great to hear what you guys want, and because I really enjoy doing them, to be quite frank, and they're interesting. I did a show as well recently that's not on there. I don't know how I forgot to do it. About the murder of Jill Dando, and that was the last one I did, and that was absolutely fascinating. So, like I said, all these shows, right? They're all on this fella's YouTube channel, Diesel Arsenal, right? And you can find all the shows that I've done on there. So just go and check them out and see what you think. Um, where are we? Where did I think? Right, okay. Early Doors says Yeti laughing emojis, and then Steve RFC says, I think I can see title going to last game, Rangers Celtic. You're very optimistic about your team, Steve. That's nice to see. And Yeti says Havertz is all about paranormal and conspiracy theory on his own. Yeah. Steve, that would be an interesting season. Not so good for the faithful. No, it would certainly wouldn't. There is a conspiracy theory that Havertz scores goals. Well, that's very true. Early doors football, yes, Yeti, you have more chance seeing Lord Lucan on the Mary Celeste sailing around the Bermuda Triangle. I love that. That's brilliant. I love that early doors. Fantastic one, Tony. And long hair Jetty. I've seen the Bermuda Triangle, but I call her my ex now. Exactly, mate. With the Loch Ness monster on board, 100%, Mike. And early doors put some laughing emojis. Steve RFC, my cousin Dylan McYalsh, footballer in Scotland, played for Rangers youth and Celtic, Hibs, Aberdeen, Scotland, played for Coventry, Sunderland, and now plays for Forest Green. I'm assuming that says, have you heard of him? Steve, I have to be honest, mate, I haven't. But yeah, fair play to him. He sounds like he's had a good career. And he's currently playing for Forest Green, is that right? Yeah, I'll try and check him out tomorrow, see what I can find about him. But yeah, I'm gonna start working on this show tomorrow for the Jack the Ripper. So hopefully in a couple of weeks it'll be ready. But I don't want to say definite date as to when I'm going to have it done by, in case it doesn't work out that way. But yeah, I will be starting on that tomorrow, and very soon, hopefully, I'll be doing that show, because I think there's a lot of very weird stuff going on with that. I really do. And because don't forget as well, with the Yorkshire Ripper, it was a time when the Royal College of Surgeons as well. They were paying people for body parts so they could use them in, their teaching of surgeons. So people were like nicking bodies, digging up bodies out of graves and murdering people to get bodies. And it's also claimed that the Jack the Ripper, he had like really highly developed surgical skills and stuff like that. So it's very weird and very interesting subject. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeti says, "Have faith, guys. Havertz is your guy, and what's the worst that can happen? He may outscore Nketiah. Laugh out loud, mate. I just don't know why Arsenal signed him. That's all I can say about it. I just do not understand what the thought process was behind Arsenal signing him. It just don't make any sense to me." And Early Doors says, "Yes, I have, Steve. I watched lower league football. They have lost 2-0 against Cambridge last game of the season." A fair play, Early Doors. Mind you, I used to go and watch a lot of football in non-league as well. I went to watch Kent League football. I've actually been to the ground where, what's that guy's name? Ex-Republic of Ireland international. He comes on Talk Sport on a Saturday. Tony Cascarino, that's right. I've been to the ground where Tony Cascarino started his career, and I'm not talking about Gillingham, at Crockham Hill. I've been to their crowd, and their main stand, it's a little shack, right? You probably get about 20 people sat inside their main stand. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I've been to that ground. It's unreal. And apparently he started his career there. So Steve's excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Steve RFC says Forest Green. Yes, I got surprised when he signed for Sunderland years ago. I've been to Sunderland Stadium twice. I was there versus Leicester the year they won league. Sunderland, good place. I enjoy it. Yeti says, I get why they signed Havertz. It's the price I don't get. Early Doors, Steve, I agree. Sunderland is a nice place. Have you been to their nightlife district? Plenty of pubs, bars, etc. Yeti, Havertz is tall, so he might be a good rushback goalie. God, the banter is starting already. I can see that. Oh, honestly. And Early Doors, I was in the bars. I watched Spurs Man United there. The game, Spurs beat Man United 3-0. Diesel said he dislikes Man United more than Spurs and went to shopping and fish shop. Mate, it's not uncommon, like particularly with the younger fans. And I agree with Diesel. I dislike Manchester United with a passion. I do. All right. But I come from a generation where we had a lot more in rivalry with Tottenham. And I mean real rivalry. We'd go head to head. We'd go head to head to them. We'd meet each other in finals and semi-finals of tournaments and stuff like that. And then there's the local element of it and whatnot. So I still have that. But for me, the two main ones are Manchester United and Chelsea. And it'll probably always be like that. Just because, like, in around the beginning of the 2000s and whatnot, they were our main rivals. We were going toe to toe with them for league titles and semi-finals of cups, finals of cups, things like that. So that's what it was all about. Yet he says, Warren, do you know Havertz has won Crufts 4 times in a row? No, I didn't know that. There you go. See, what am I complaining about? Early doors, nice one, Steve says early doors. Yeah, exactly. Right, guys, listen, I'm going to bring it to an end now, but just please put in the comments of this video, right, if there's any other subjects that you'd like me to cover in these conspiracy theories and paranormal shows, or email it to me at warrensteamtalk@outlook.com, and or put it in the comments of a video that Diesel or I do. That would be absolutely fantastic. Please don't forget to subscribe to Diesel's channel here. There's a picture from his channel. Please put likes on this video and all the videos of his that you watch. This really important. The more likes that get put on people's videos, the more that they get pushed out by YouTube. So please make sure you do that. And yeah, he's a great guy, lovely fella. It's an absolute honor to be doing this on his channel for me. And please come and check out my channel as well and check out my videos. Like I said, I did a video there recently about what it was like being a football fan in the 1980s and 90s. I did that with Jez Collins. That was a great show. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, please come and check out my channel and see some of the stuff that I talk about and discuss on my channel. It's great fun. I love the Saturday shows that I do during the season as well, where I cover all the matches that are going off in the leagues in the UK. So yeah, make sure you come and check that out. So let me just finish up with all of these chats, and then I'm going to let you go and enjoy your rest of your evenings. Steve RFC says, oh no, I've seen that one. And Steve RFC says been a good stream. Thank you, Steve. That's really kind of you. I will do these Q&A shows from time to time, so we can come on and have a chat about paranormal and conspiracy theories. And Early Doors says Havertz has just been confirmed as an Arsenal player. Oh no. Oh well, there you go. Mike England, enjoyed the show. Thanks everyone. Thank you, Mike. Long Haired Yeti, awesome show, great fun. Thank you, Long Haired Yeti. And Early Doors. Early Doors, same to you, Mike, says Early Doors. Yeti says Warren and Diesel are real ones. Thank you very much. Being mentioned in the same breath as that legend Diesel. That made my night. Early Doors, take care, Yeti, Steve. Yeah, take care, everyone. And like I said, thank you very much for watching. And Yeti says, take care, Tony. Hey, new YouTube name. Steve RFC, take care, Early Doors. Yeah, thanks ever so much for everyone who's tuned in tonight and watched the show. I really do appreciate it. You're all absolute legends and top people. Please don't forget as well to subscribe, as well as to mine and Diesel's channel, to Early Doors Football TV and the Long Haired Yeti channel. And I think that's all the other ones that have been in here. I'm not sure if Mark England's got a channel. I think he may do, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So yeah, thanks ever so much for everyone for coming in. I've really enjoyed seeing you all and chatting with you. And like I say, I'll be doing one of these again soon. I'll also be doing a show about Jack the Ripper. So keep your eyes open for that one, because it's not all quite what it seems as far as I can see. Anyway, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves and all your friends, your families, and your loved ones. And please remember to put a like on the video and also share some love and kindness around the world. And remember, stay curious and keep your eyes on the skies. And take care. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Cheers.